For 9 years, we've bought and tested the market's best hangboards. This review covers 10 top options available in 2021, each of which was extensively hands-on tested by our team of climbers. These boards are a must-have addition to any dedicated climbers training program. Our passionate group of hard climbing experts logged scores of workouts, thousands of individual hangs, and performed countless lock-offs on each board. We added weighted resistance to test each model's textures and recommend which are best for specific training regimes and ability levels. If you are looking to boost finger strength and start building tendons of steel, we'll help you find the ideal hangboard to reach your climbing goals. The first product on our list is Trango Rock Prodigy Training Center. The Trango Rock Prodigy is designed by well-known climbing coaches Michael and Mark Anderson, authors of the famed book The Rock Climber's Training Manual. Their board offers various pockets and edges that are the most systematic in its progression of difficulty of any board we tested. Many of the edges are tapered, becoming progressively shallower as you move across and down the board. This design makes it easier to be more systematic in your fingerboard training, something that will help you get stronger more efficiently and to focus on and see subtle improvements in strength. This board also offers among the largest selection of grips of any model in our review, including several holds designed to be used in multiple ways. Our testers also love its two-part design that allows you to mount the two halves the perfect distance apart to match your body size and shape. This facilitates better alignment, encourages better form, and leads to reduced stress on your shoulders and elbows. The Rock Prodigy is super versatile from a difficulty perspective. It works well for just about anyone, from people just getting into fingerboard training to those working on intensive 5.13 projects. Unfortunately, the sheer size and two-part, spaced design of this model requires much effort to mount it to the wall. It's easily the most challenging board to mount and, depending on your home, takes up a fair amount of real estate. The Rock Prodigy is also a more substantial investment than many of the other options we tested. But if you are stoked to get the best training tool out there, the Trango Rock Prodigy is our top recommendation at a price we think is well worth the payout. The next product on our list is Metolius Wood Grips Deluxe 2. The Metolius Wood Grips Deluxe 2 is our favorite all-around wooden model. With an excellent progression of subtly narrower and more difficult edges plus a few slopers and some jugs to warm up on, this board is a fantastic addition to almost any climber's home training plan. All of our testers love this model's progression of edges that decreases in well-thought-out increments from 31mm to 25mm to 19mm in the 4-finger, 3-finger, and 2-finger depths. Our testers also liked its slightly wider than average and thus more shoulder and elbow-friendly dimensions. Its smooth finish and subtly rounded off edges are easier on your skin than any polyester board we tested. This board's texture struck an excellent balance between being smooth without feeling slick and offered the conscious overall favorite texture among any board we tested, along with the other wooden boards from Metolius we trained on. We think the Wood Grips Deluxe is perfect for folks who might red point from the mid 5.11 the harder 5.12 range and will even still work for 5.13a. If you are consistently sending harder, we'd likely recommend a more challenging board. This model's smallest edge is 19mm, which is pretty small. Still, we wish it were just a little narrower, closer to 13 to 15mm, to help this board work for a slightly broader range of users. This model's 8.5-inch height means it should fit above doorways in most standard height ceilings, 7.5 to 8 feet, but might not work in tighter spaces or cramped basements. Despite these minor drawbacks, the Metolius Wood Grips Deluxe 2 is a top-tier option with the review's best texture and an excellent progression of holds to help motivate toward and achieve climbing goals. The next product is Metolius 3D Simulator. The Metolius 3D Simulator is mega popular and with good reason. This model has been through several iterations and updates over the years, with each new version steadily improving on the last. The most recent simulator makes enormous strides in overall ergonomics while offering a more well-thought-out progression of edges and grips. These are some of the reasons it remains a standout and versatile model, even with more and more competition coming onto the market every year. The 3D simulator is easily the best hangboard for your money, although a better description might be an incredible board that happens to be exceptionally affordable. The simulator offers a plethora of edges and pockets that provide one of the better progressions of grips from a difficulty perspective of any of the models we tested. It also offers one of the most ergonomic designs that encourages good form while reducing stress in your elbows and shoulders. Though it may not be the best choice for top-end climbers, it's ideal for folks whose projects are in the 5.11 to 5.12 plus range and below, which is most of the climbing community. It also isn't the most compact model, but still offers an impressive amount of edges and pockets while striking a nice balance of being small enough to fit above most doorways with average height ceilings, 8 feet. Don't let its lower price tag fool you. This board has what most climbers need to make progress and push to the next climbing grade. The next product is SoIL Iron Palm. Breaking away from what most fingerboards offer, the SoIL Iron Palm more than lives up to its name. Whereas most boards tend to focus exclusively on finger strength and crimpers, the Iron Palm instead offers additional slopers and pinches that are the best in the game. Its two huge balls at the top two corners are the first thing you'll notice on this model. These rounded features are flatter on top while gently becoming more sloping as they roll off to the sides. This allows you to easily adapt your workout as you improve your grip strength and subtly cater to the difficulty. While we tend to think of fingerboard training taking place on flat-topped edges, our minds were opened by these softball-shaped holds. The Iron Palm also has the best pinches of any board we have ever seen. It has two separate sets of pinches that can be used separately or mixed to create 3 different sizes to help you squeeze juice from the rock. The unique slopers and pinch grips on this board are great for fine-tuning these specific skills, keeping workouts interesting, as well as building whole hand strength. While the pinches and slopers help this model stand out, we liked its 4 distinct edges, too. While this model only has 4 edges and no traditional pockets, this has the added benefit of making 1, 2, or 3 finger groups feeling more difficult because you can't cheat by using friction on the sides of the standalone pocket. The board also has a nice progression of edges, but we wish it had one edge that was slightly smaller to increase its difficulty. It also has limited mounting options due to its large size. However, if you have the space for it, these wider than average dimensions encourage better form and are generally easier on your shoulders and elbows. Overall, this is a great choice for those looking for a board with more options and are sick of the same old thing offered by most other hangboards. We also think it is a good specialty option for folks who find themselves bouldering on a lot of slopers, such as Fontainebleau, or whose projects might be on steep block sport climbs where the training on bad pinches in addition to crimps will produce tangible real-world gains. The next product in our list is Metolius Project. The Metolius Project is currently one of the lowest priced options available and offers reasonable performance for its cost. Though it's far from the best board we tested, for those considering getting a hangboard but might not be willing to spend a lot of money on a tool they are unsure they'll even use, its low expense makes it a good option. The Project is among the most compact models we tested and fits nearly anywhere that you could consider mounting a hangboard, including several places you couldn't squeeze the larger or even medium-sized more. Without a ton of holds, there is still a nice progression to help build strength. Those compact dimensions do come at the cost of some functionality. Mainly, it has fewer holds. The other main disadvantage of the Project is that most of the holds climbers habitually use are in the board center. This centered placement makes them less comfortable to use and harder on your shoulders. Even though they are mostly in the middle of the board, this model does have a reasonable selection of grips for its size. It's not the perfect training board, but it's one of our top recommendations in this price range. The next product is Yes4 All Rock Climbing Hangboard. The Yes4 All Rock Climbing Hangboard is a great price on a board that shares some similarities in design to the classic Beastmaker 1000. It should be noted that while this model closely mirrors the Beastmaker 1000, it certainly isn't identical. The positioning of its edges is similar, but the depths are far less diverse. Its finish isn't near as smooth, nor are any of its edges rounded off. This board does have a few good warm-up edges and some truly challenging ones. There aren't many options at a comparable price that offer the same number of grip options as this one, especially in a wooden model. While this board is wooden, the finish is downright irregular and bumpy. The entrances to its pockets are also quite sharp and much harder on our skin than other models. It also doesn't offer a good progression of holds compared to most of the other models we tested. It basically offers the jugs, slopers, and for what most people will be a warm-up edge, and then two very similar depths, 10mm and 12.5mm, which is too small for all but the most elite climbers to use anything but the four-finger edges. The price is nice, though, and some sandpaper and elbow grease can at least improve the texture and sharp edges to some extent. The next product is Get Out Doorway. For those who might be unsure if they want to commit to hangboard training or throwing down on a more expensive option, the Get Out Doorway is one of the lowest priced hangboards available. Manufactured of a near-identical appearing material as Metolius' line of polyester resin boards, the Get Out is geared towards 5.10 and 5.11 climbers, so pretty perfect for those just getting into fingerboard training. We found its texture to be very similar to Metolius, and its smaller than average size makes it easy to find a place to mount. The relatively low number of holds and their respective depths is this model's primary downside. Most climbers who buy this board will spend a lot of time using the four-finger edges, and with this board, two of its 3 four-finger holds offer the same depth, one is just at a diagonal. Additionally, there is only a single option for both a 2 and 3 finger pocket. They are designed to be nice depths for 5.10 to 5.11 climbers, but overall we didn't think this model offered as good a progression of difficulty as most other models, even more priced-focused ones. Folks who are or want to get serious about their training would be better off with a board that offers a better progression of holds from a difficulty perspective. However, we think this board is an okay option for those looking to get into hangboard training, just are planning to use it on occasion when they can't get out or to the gym, or as a warm-up board for a steep home wall. Thanks for watching and hope you liked it. As always, all the links about the products will be in the description below, so if you want to find the best prices, and more information that we might not get a chance to mention in the video, be sure to check them out.